Hey gardeners, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be planting a few heat-loving plants. So let's jump right into this video. So it is summertime. The heat is unbearable here in South Florida. The temperatures are reaching the high 90s and the humidity makes it feel like over 100 degrees. Which means the garden has to be prepared for all these high levels of heat and humidity. Now, of course, all the plants I grow here in my garden are all usually full sun loving plants or that plants that can sustain Florida conditions. But if you live in a different state like California, although we kind of have the same climate, you guys are not as tropical as we are here. And so I wanted to make a video planting a couple plants, 3 in particular, that are heat loving and that can sustain a harsh summer weather. So coming to our very first plant is Dianthus. So Dianthus, from the multiple times I've grown it, is sun loving, it is drought tolerant, it loves the summer heat. Especially here in South Florida, especially since we get lots of rain, it always benefits from a natural rainfall as well. So Dianthus comes in a wide range of different colors and types. As you can see with this plant right here and the one I have over there, there's 3 different types of colors in each container. I made a video explaining why this happens because I made a video on New Turf, which is a garden center in Pompano, and I love that nursery so much. It's my childhood nursery, and I made a video on 12 plants that you should grow for the summer heat. So I'll be leaving a link in the description for you guys to check that out. Make sure you go to watch it, and I explain why they tend to grow 3 colors in one container, which I absolutely love. So Dianthus is a full sun loving plant, 5 to 6 plus hours of direct sunlight. They need to be planted in well draining soil that retains a little bit of moisture. They cannot handle wet feet, so make sure the soil is well draining, but they like to stay hydrated, so make sure it retains moisture. They also like to be fed, so I'll be making sure I mix in some Espoma Organic Biotone Starter Fertilizer into the soil before planting it to give it a boost in its growth, and it will benefit the plant very much. I also made a video on 3 fertilizers you should use in the garden, in which I also showcase this fertilizer, so make sure to watch that one as well. So a fun fact is Dianthus actually requires deadheading, which is removing the spent bloom, so it can promote more growth as well as promote more flowers. So let's go ahead and plant these. So coming to number 2 is this variety of daisy. So daisies here in South Florida, like Stasha daisies, anything like that, require to be planted in almost full shade because they cannot handle our full sun. However, this variety of daisy loves the summer heat. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'll be putting it on the screen for you guys to see it. They come in a wide range of different colors. They come in a wide range of different variants. And so I love these plants. They're perennials here in South Florida as well. And so I'll be planting a line of them here and along or beneath my guava plants. And so because I would like a little pop of color here in the front entrance because it's looking a little bit too green for me. They need to be planted in well draining soil that retains a little bit of moisture because they do not like to dry out so often. So make sure that not only the soil does not retain too much water, but it retains a little bit of water so then they can stay hydrated and happy in the ground. Make sure that they're well fed. Once again, I'll be mixing in some of this Espoma Organic Biotone Starter Fertilizer, the best fertilizer when you're planting plants in the ground. It boosts them with a whole bunch of nitrogen and phosphate, which is great for plant success. Now, I do hear some cases that this daisy tends to spread like crazy, which I've never experienced that myself, and which I would love to see these grow and spread because I love these daisies. So we'll see how that ends up growing. These are also container friendly, so if you don't want to plant them in the ground, you could always grow them in containers, hanging baskets, or even window boxes. So let's get to planting. So coming to our very next plant is these two plants right here, in which I'll be growing in containers because I kind of ran out of space in the garden and I don't know where they would shine the most, so I decided to plant them in these containers. So it's the first plant guests see when they enter my garden. So I don't know how to pronounce the name of this plant, so I'll be putting it on the screen for you guys to see, but I love this plant. It's drought tolerant, heat tolerant, it's perfect for my climate. Not to mention it produces these gorgeous deep purple flowers that just take my breath away. So I'll be planting them in containers. So a few tips behind growing them is, like always, full sun, 5 to 6 plus hours of direct sunlight. They are heavy feeders, so make sure you feed them constantly. I'll be mixing in the Espoma organic fertilizer into the soil, but make sure you feed them while they're growing in the containers, especially since they're relying on the nutrients you provide. Number 3 is that they like to stay hydrated. They do tend to tolerate a little bit of dryness, but not so constantly. So I would have a set watering schedule for these containers, 2 to 3 days per week, to make sure that they're hydrated and thriving in the containers. These are shrubs, so if you need to give them a cutback, make sure you do so before their blooming period, so then they can send out new growth as well as new buds for you to enjoy. They're very low maintenance, easy to grow, and it's a plant I recommend for beginner gardeners, and it's a great landscaping plant as well to add a pop of color into your garden. So let's get to planting. Of course, there's a wide range of different plants you to choose from that love the summer heat and that can handle dry climates or tropical climates as well. Leave me in the comment section down below, what plants are you growing during the summer heat and which one is your personal favorite? Make sure to leave a like underneath this video and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thank you all so much for watching this video. May God bless you and your entire family, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye everyone.